one and I stand on that. You and me, babe, that's black on black. Black on black. Black on black.
Yesterday, we talked about the killing of the UnitedHealthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, who was killed on his way to a UnitedHealthcare conference at Hilton. And he was 50 years old, shot about before 7 a.m. on Wednesday. The NYPD is offering an award. I talked about that yesterday. They put out a picture. The commissioner, Jessica Tisch, called the killing a brazen targeted attack. It does not appear to be a random act of violence. No, they waited. The person waited for him for a while. And this is how they described him. A light-skinned male wearing a black face mask, black and white sneakers, and a very distinctive gray backpack. They put the picture out. That is not a light-skinned man. That is a white man. That is a white, peach, pink, white person. I don't know why they decided to describe him as light-skinned, but if we're going to change language now, you need to put out the memo that light-skinned means white. Because I'm just thinking about the woman that said a black man carjacked her child, Susan Smith. She was just denied parole, thank goodness. And Charles, whatever his name was, Charles Stewart in Boston, who said a black man shot his wife, his pregnant wife in the stomach. And they went on a rampage rounding up black men. He shot his wife, by the way. But they went out and rampaged the Boston area, taking DNA from black men. So putting out that a person is light-skinned and you still haven't found them puts every light-skinned person who speaks Spanish in New York, because a lot of y'all about to find out. This race thing is real tricky. You may speak Spanish and supported Trump. They do not care. They put out an APB for a light-skinned person. You fit the bill, hombre. No, he's white. Saw the picture. And if he's not white, he's definitely not black. He's definitely not a light-skinned black man. Definitely not. Those features are very Nordic. Yesterday, we talked about Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield with their anesthesiology coverage and capping it on time. And we were talking with Tyler Merritt on Wellness Wednesday, and he was saying his first surgery for his cancer was 8 hours that he had to be under. And I'm certain that went over time. And the stories were like, if it's 2 hours, as soon as the 2 hours are there, they will cut the anesthesia. And I was like, what? And they had some exceptions for, pregnant women and children, teenagers. But I still felt like, who are they to make that determination? Well, y'all, the voice of the people will matter in this coming era that we're heading into. And people were like, oh, hell no. I'm not so sure that the killing of the UnitedHealthcare CEO didn't also inform this decision, because not saying that, there's no condoning of any harm to anybody. However, I do feel that this climate is making people think twice before putting other people's lives in jeopardy. So Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today reversed after announcing that they would be putting a cap on anesthesia. Today, the controller of Connecticut announced that anesthesiology would be covered by Anthem in the state of Connecticut, because that's where it was starting. On Wednesday, as I mentioned yesterday, they released information about the cap. Today, they were like, we thought this through and decided that this would not be a good idea. I'm paraphrasing their statement. Neither patients nor anesthesiologists can control the length of a surgery procedure once it begins. What did Anthem expect doctors to do, said the Attorney General, William Tung from Connecticut. Wake patients up in the middle of the surgery? I'm glad Anthem listened to patients and doctors and reversed it. Yes, you are pencil pushers and number crunchers. You're not doctors. You should not be nobody in an office should be making any medical decisions. Before I went to get my knee surgery, my insurance rejected first. And I went ballistic, because after I worked up the courage to get double knee replacement, you're going to tell me no? Oh, no. I appealed. I think I had to appeal twice. But I'm like, who are you to tell me, after the doctor saying it's bone on bone and it's, arthritis and it's, not reversible? how are you going to make that decision? But I had to go, ham, which I did. We have to advocate for ourselves, which we shouldn't have to, but we do because we don't have doctors in these positions, or if we do, they're sold out. So I'm glad that we're going to have to advocate for ourselves more now than ever. So shout out to all of the people that shouted out.